Hola! I am back at it again with a new and ongoing series. I was gonna make a completely different video on a different series, but then I came across this manga and I was just like, damn, I just gotta talk about this real quick. Today I want to tell you about a manga that only started serializing in March of this year, and it's called FUKUSHUU no KYOUKASHO. It is written by Hirose Shun and is illustrated by Kawano Kei. To my knowledge, neither one of them did anything popular up until now. At least none of them seem to be popular in the West. Anyways, I think what I'm gonna be talking about today is gonna interest more people than their other works, so let's look at it. The manga starts with our protagonist, a boy called Kurose Ryo, sitting in class admiring his teacher. And I gotta be honest, at first I was like, oh, is it that kind of manga? But it's not. Kurose has this great respect for his teacher, who is called Shiratori. And everybody else in class loves this teacher too, and Kurose has a dream of becoming a teacher just like him. So far, so good. Then we immediately get to see how Kurose is bullied by a bunch of people from class. They make him eat manure. Is it called manure? 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 And tell him, hey, it's your best friend's shit. Because the school keeps rabbits and they make him eat what they dropped. They proceed to pierce his ear against his will with a safety pin, all the while insulting him. Even when a teacher walks by, Kurose doesn't even say anything. He just says that everything's fine. And the reason for that is that the evil kids threaten to kill him should he say anything. They blackmail him and force him to do embarrassing things. And if he fails to do a task, they punish him. Kurose finally feels like he can't take it anymore and he prepares to drop out of school. His mother, who raised him all by herself, gets really mad about this to the point where she even slaps him. And asking him why would she even work day and night for a son like that, who drops out of school and gets his ear pierced. And so Kurose is forced to stay in school. The next day, Kurose goes to check on the rabbits at school and finds out that one of them has been killed. The group of bullies inform him that that's just one of the punishments for failing another one of their stupid tasks. Kurose buries the rabbit, which officially died from a fight with the other rabbits. And if any of you own rabbits, please tell me if that's possible. Shiratori, the nice and popular teacher from before, notices that something is wrong. He asks what happened to the rabbit and if there's anything he can do. Kurose is unable to answer. So Shiratori tells him that fine, even though he doesn't want to talk, he will find out what really happened and that he can rely on him. Kurose feels like Shiratori is the only person he can trust at this point, so he feels a little hopeful. The next day, Shiratori presents to the class a sort of suggestion box, much to the surprise of all of them, since Shiratori is known to be kind of the counselor anyways. But Shiratori tells them that some things might be going on at school that not many people know about. Bothered and threatened by that, the bully group takes Kurose up to the roof to confront him about the box. They start arguing and finally tell Kurose to just please die so everybody can be happy. Kurose says he has dreams and he doesn't want to die. He has a dream of becoming a teacher. The other kids start telling him their own dreams and why they're so much more important than Kurose's own stupid little dream. So he should just go end himself. And obviously Kurose doesn't want that, but the gang manages to push him off the roof. Kurose screams that he will never forgive them, and the kids just say fine, he doesn't have to. Kurose falls and he lands right on Shiratori. You can imagine what happens next, right? They switch bodies. And so Kurose's original body is now in a coma and Kurose's spirit is in his teacher's body. So now Kurose is inside the body of a person with authority and of a person that is beloved by everybody and everybody respects. And now that that's the case, Kurose swears to take revenge. And I know I say this a lot. It doesn't seem like much of a premise, but when I kept reading how Kurose handles everything, I was kinda shocked. The moment he switches bodies with his teacher, he does a complete 180. Like, the boy he used to be is gone. His innocence, his friendliness, all of it's gone, and everything he does from that point on makes you question whether or not he's ever been that good to begin with. He makes it his mission not only to inflict pain on his abusers, but also to make them understand why they're going through this. He does that by going through each member of the group one by one, and by purposefully targeting and destroying their dreams. And the lengths that he will go to actually made me feel bad for the bullies, even though they're really evil people. At one point, he blackmails a kid by planting a classmate's underwear in his bag, and he tells him that he can't forget about the rest of his life if this ever comes out in the future, because, you know, cancel culture, and how you won't be forgiven for even one bad thing you did. And you start wondering whether Kurose is really actually better than the ones who bullied him. There are also some questions raised about the nature of bullying. Why do people do it? And who can become a target? Kurose never thought that he was weak. He thought that he was made to feel that way by the people who hurt him. A few chapters in, another character is introduced who also used to get bullied, and her way of thinking is completely different from Kurose's. She thinks that she was bullied because she was weak, so basically the other way around. And they had a pretty interesting discussion on that. In any case, his actions seem justified at first, but I don't know if you can truly get somebody to really reflect on their deeds just by ruining their life. Have you ever been like, oh yeah, you were actually right, just because somebody threatened violence and so you went, oh yeah, you were right all along, and meant it? I can't wait to see if he succeeds with his plan, or what would happen if his teacher woke up, you know, in Kurose's body? Or if maybe he decides to stop and have mercy on them? And also I'm curious about the moral of the story in the end, you know? And since some of the bullies also don't have it easy, it raises the question, shouldn't he have tried to reach out to them as soon as he became a teacher? And so I think switching bodies can be a great tool to explore themes such as identity and what it means to have one. If you like videos like that, you can check out my other video I did on a similar story, or at least when it comes to the body switching part of the story, about Change the World, KYOUKASHO Shingeki. I link it below. With FUKUSHUU no KYOUKASHO, they don't really get into the details of the switch and why it happened. It just happens, and it's easily accepted by Kurose, almost as if he did it on purpose. This manga is kind of fascinating for me, I don't know why. Like, I don't even think it's that great, but I don't know, I'm just like, I just really want to know what happens next. But even so, I do have two complaints. For one, it's a bit fast-paced, I think, and some of the evil plans Kurose makes require a lot of luck and good timing, which makes it feel a bit silly. But if you can accept that okay, fine, it just works, don't think too much about it, it doesn't really matter, then the story is highly enjoyable. Second thing I want to criticize a little bit is the art. It looks super generic, and aside from a few scenes maybe, it's just really nothing special. Just super average. Again, some scenes look pretty good, but I think they could have used the art better to underline some emotions and some uncertain aspects of the story. But yeah, I'm really into this right now, I don't know why. I'm just so drawn into this world, I don't know. And that's all I wanted to say for now. And also look at this. This is the latest volume of Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan. And I always buy the special editions. And look at these cringy badges. The sauna ones! Come on! Just wanted to show you this real quick. Alright, that is all I have to say for this week. Next time I think I'm gonna do something a little different than usual. No, I'm not. Next time I think I'm gonna do the series that I originally wanted to do this week. So thanks for watching. For now, bye!